Hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S. back with another video. The sky is beautiful and blue for this time of night. It's like 7:20 and it's still quite light. It's like gone really nice and blue again. Blue sky, which I love. You can probably see in the reflection of the mirror and the window. Sorry. Before I start this video, I wanted to say a quick shout out and thank you to all my subscribers, people who shared, people who like my videos, anyone who supports my channel, anyone who to new and old subscribers, thanks so much, and thanks for any likes and sharing of my video and all that sorts of good stuff. So I really appreciate it, and hopefully I'll do some good jobs at trying to entertain you and think something quirky and cool. I'll do my best anyway, I promise. So hopefully it'll be good enough. But anywho, before I quickly upload this video while I'm here, and then after this video, I'm probably gonna give the laptop a bit of rest and put it to sleep for a bit, put it on sleep mode or whatever, and probably have a shower and some dinner. Like I'm hoping to have pizza Friday. So anyway, I wanted to talk about M.K.S for Asia, an idea of mine. So I wanted to cover some ideas. I haven't really planned this video or thought it out, so I'm hoping I can cover some good points. So here goes. Number one, I dream to have like an NGO which looks at how it can help people in Asia, especially the poorest people from slums and orphanages, which I've talked about before, and how NGOs can work, and charities, philanthropists and so forth can work together to help people from across Asia, as I say, especially people from slums, orphanages, take footballs for children and clothes. As an Italian fan, I hope to like if I get enough money in the future, or charities and philanthropists and all that, buy football kits, like Italian football kits, and Celtic as well, because I like Celtic. So hopefully in the future they'll support Celtic. But for families that are hard up, hopefully that will help. I mean, poor. We say hard up here in the UK. I don't know what other terms people use. So just to clarify, like people who are poor and they struggle to find clothes, and also to like buy food and drink, water and things like that for people, and maybe even bring like tea bags and tea and things like that, so that they can experience and taste tea. It'd be great to give people experience of tea for the first time, so they can experience the pleasure of tea and things like that. So I hope that I can support people across Asia as much as possible, especially the poor, not just the poor, but as an anti-imperialist, I hope to support Asia, even like some of the richer people. When I'm talking about my quirky videos about before about how what begins with F, like Forbes, I missed out on Forbes, like Forbes richest under 30. So I hope to support like the rich as well, but mainly the poor. But as many projects generally across Asia, and as many people across Asia as possible, like providing food and water and whatever else, like taking like people who have never tried chocolate or anything like that. I know there's been projects where they help people like who've never tasted, like people who have made chocolate but they've never tasted it. So I'm sort of taking their ideas and hopefully work with other people and learn from them. Two, on that note, I hope to network with other people and learn from them and that sort of thing. Three, again, I know I've talked about this before, but like sending freebies and stationery and encouraging people to send direct debits to Asia. I know I repeat this idea, but hopefully if I promote this idea as much as possible, hopefully one day it will come to fruition. Like people sending direct debits and things like that. I'm hoping the money will be targeted in such a way that will really make a positive impact. Four, on that note, I hope that like the giving pledge, and I hope to encourage as many companies as possible, especially in August, like to give as much of their money as possible to what I call the four, generally including Asian nations and people across the slums and all that, and to help China to tackle poverty, which with its goal to tackle poverty by this year. Five, I hope to share my goals with as many people as possible and network together, and that sort of thing. I know I talked about supporting as many dyslexic and maybe ADHD people with ADHD across Asia, Asians with dyslexia and ADHD, to become. I dream for them to become millionaires or even billionaires by 2030, but I didn't really pick a number or what percentage. I mean, if it was all of them, then assuming about 10% of the population have dyslexia, it would be about 400 million people, which is way more than the amount of billionaires there are in the world in total now. So, but anyway, it's helping as many people as possible, especially with dyslexia. which I think would be an interesting project. I think that was number 5. So yeah, sharing that goal and networking with people. Number 6, I'm mainly choosing to use this video today because it's like VE Day, which is Victory in Europe, victory over nationalism, fascism. So I suppose I'm combining that with anti-imperialism, and because I want to focus mainly on supporting Asia. I know I wish to support Africa as well, but it's sort of my way of challenging white supremacy or the W.A.S.P, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant domination. I was thinking of saying, when I went for one of my walks a while back, a few days ago or a week or so ago, I was thinking like challenge W.A.S.P, but I don't mean white Anglo-Saxon Protestants who are just general. I mean like groups like the Ku Klux Klan or nationalistic groups, or ones who are more extremist. That's what I mean, not necessarily just. I don't mean all white Anglo-Saxon Protestants. I mean the extremist ones, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I hope for us to work together and people of colour to work together. And so another thing would be like P.O.C, people of colour for Asia. 7, as I've often said before, I don't know whether God will listen to me or hear me, but I hope God will bless Asia as much as possible. 8, again, people of colour or Antifa perhaps as well, and even white people who are against extremism or racism, to support Asia, anti-racist or anti-prejudice, as well as Africa, as I say. But at the moment, I'm trying to focus mainly on Asia, and hope people to talk about what they love about Asia, possibly some of the positives and negatives of Asia. I know, to be honest, I know Asia itself can be quite prejudiced as well and have a lot of racism in places like Japan, China. But maybe also look at how we can challenge that and also help Asian nations to love each other and talk about what they love about each other. But again, hope to cover the good, the bad, and the ugly as well. But hopefully change Asia for the better as well sometimes. 9, I hope to encourage Asians to have fun with writing and pursue it as a dream and to support Asian artists. I recently heard about an artist with autism in Malaysia who won like a prize in Asia, and I'd love to find artists like that and send art material and encourage them, and like find schools, special ed schools or learn disabled or special needs or whatever you call them, neurodiverse for people like dyslexics and autistics in places like Malaysia or wherever else, and to give them art materials, pens, papers, stationery, plain paper, coloured paper, like plain but coloured, if you know what I mean, like not lined, but and maybe even in some cases lined paper where they can write ideas or watch motivational videos and copy, write up things that will help them. And number 10, I hope to support the youngest possible people in Asia. So apologies if I repeat any of my ideas from previous videos, but like for those who haven't seen those videos, or hopefully if I repeat them, like it will just help to reaffirm those ideas. So I'll try not to be too repetitive, but how do you think I did? Please let me know. Any comments, I really welcome them. Please check out my other videos. And once again, thanks for any subscribers, new and old. I really appreciate it. And people who like my videos, because I really need as many subscribers and likers, and people who love the channel and share it and just generally support. People who are encouraging and loving and all that sort of stuff. So I really appreciate it, and I can help myself and help other people. And as someone with learning disabilities myself, I can become independent a bit more, at least. Hopefully, at least financially independent, and maybe have more confidence to pursue my goals of becoming independent or as much as possible. I think I'm going to stop laughing, and I think I did quite well in keeping under 10 minutes.